Diana here. Good to see you all. It is Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, so this is time for my Facebook live stream within this amazing group. And what we are going to talk about is the group itself. And I wanted to kind of introduce the group again because we have so many new members. We have about 5,000 ladies in the group, which is amazing. And just wanted to just introduce myself, introduce a little bit about what the group entails, just give a little bit of history behind it, and things like that. So if you're here and you're listening to me, I would love to hear from you. So wave, put a little emoji in there, say hello. I see Linda's here. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. So what I want to do is, first of all, just welcome to Mind, Body, Beautiful. You are all in this group. You've all requested to join. It's been amazing. Lots of support in this group. So there are women in here who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, which is perfect. So it's our own special group called Mind, Body, Beautiful because you all are very beautiful ladies and love having you here. Hey, Gina and Tracy and Diana, love your name. Spelled a little different, but that's okay. And hi, Monica. How are you doing? Good to see you in here as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. Diana Marks, and I am 55 years old, almost 56. Can't believe it. Time goes by super fast. So I have a birthday coming up. My husband always tells me that we should lie about our age, but I don't, because we shouldn't have to, right? It's all about how we feel inside, how we feel outside, and how we want to live our life. So it's something that we'll talk about a little bit too as we go along, is about that identity and stuff that we have of ourselves and our belief system and how we can change that. And that's a part of being in this group. So I am 55, almost 56. I have 3 grown kids, 2 boys and a girl, and they're all adults living on their own. So technically an empty nester. I do have, not quite though, I'll tell you why. I have 6 grandchildren, 5 grandsons, 1 granddaughter. However, I do have another granddaughter coming in August. That isn't too far from now. I can't believe that either. I also have 2 stepsons who are teenagers. So when I say I'm empty nester, not really, because they are here about 50-60% of the time. And yes, I'm helping raise teenagers again. So you would think one time would be enough, but nope, doing it again. Keeps me young, right? So what else? I've been a registered nurse for over 30 years. Did that obviously over 30 years. And then the last 4 years or so, I do own a brick and mortar gym in Waukesha, Wisconsin, which is a suburb of Milwaukee. And I've been doing that for 6 years. And also developed this group back in, it's probably about 8-9 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, because I also do online coaching for women in 40s, 50s, and 60s and beyond. Coaching in fitness, in nutrition, and that word called mindset, which to me is your belief system. It's all right here. It's your identity. The belief system comes when we're born, right? So we grow up in a family, and there are beliefs and traditions and all of that within that family, and we're born into that. And sometimes it's positive and sometimes it's not. And so how can we change that? That's really what I coach women, is to start to feel good about themselves. What happens in that next chapter of your life as your kids grow up and they leave the house and you have grandkids, or you're retiring, or you're close to retiring, and what are you going to do for that next chapter? So that's one of the reasons why I built this group. So that's a little bit about me. I no longer practice nursing, but once a nurse, always a nurse. And I probably didn't tell you, but I am married as well. So I built this group specifically for women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And the reason why is because no matter how old we are, we want to feel strong, beautiful, and sexy. Confident, right? Strong, beautiful, sexy, and confident. And there's not many places that we can turn to talk about those things. So, like, I'm in my 50s, I still mentally think I'm in my 30s. Sometimes my body feels 80, but mentally I'm in my 30s. And I wanted a place that women could talk about things that bother them, successes, things that you have questions about, to get support. We all have different things that have happened in our life, and it's nice to be able to talk to other women that are going through those same things. And one of those things that we all go through, every single woman goes through, is something called menopause. So you might be during, within menopause, or postmenopausal. So we can all relate to what you go through as a woman and how those changes affect your body and how they affect your mind and everything, mentally, emotionally, all that kind of stuff. So I know, I want you all to know that it's your time. You've spent your life, your first chapter, working, maybe, and you're still working. A lot of us are still working, raising kids, keeping up a household, maybe taking care of our parents, or extended family, and you kind of put yourself, or you do put yourself on the back burner. You take care of everybody else and you do things for everybody, and then you're the last. And so now it's time for you to take care of you. And yes, you may be still doing some of those things, but you have to take care of you, because you are in that next chapter, that second chapter of your life, and you want to make it the best chapter you possibly can. So that as you do grow older, you can still do the things that you really, truly want to be doing and you enjoy doing, and also feeling good at the same time. So this is a place too where you can talk about those things, but you can also get yourself educated on fitness and nutrition, how to take control of your body, how to change and fix your mind, how to improve your health, how to set goals, how to get your confidence back. And your energy back. It all kind of is intertwined. And like I said before, make this chapter your best chapter. And not only will you be learning those things, but you'll be able to share some of the things that maybe are bothering you or can help other people, other women in your situation, things that you've tried that have helped you that can help others. And so you can support other women and be supported at the same time, which is super important. Other things is, as we talk about the education, but I've been sharing what kinds of things have helped me, how I have learned to eat better. I always thought I ate great until I really started tracking what I was eating and how many calories I was putting in my body and what the content of the food I was eating actually had, like the processed foods and things like that. So helping you all understand how to eat better, how to live happier, how to be happy and grateful, and exercise smarter, not hours in a gym, and less cardio. Yep, I said it, less cardio, more strength training. I didn't say no cardio, I just said less. And improve your self-confidence and that self-image of yourself, and how to talk positive to yourself in the mirror. Because once you tell yourself bad things, it sticks, right? So you tend to believe that. Start telling yourself positive things, because you all have very, I'm sure, amazing positive attributes. Good cook, great at it in what you do as far as your job. Great mom, great wife, all those things that we can pat ourselves on the back for. And we always look at the negative things and not the positive things. So I'm also here to help you make changes in your life so that you can make this next chapter your best chapter. And I want you to be able to get the most out of this group that you possibly can. And I don't want you to be shy. I want you to ask questions and contribute and support other women that are going through some of the same things that you are, but also ask for that support, like I said before. And I want you to break that paradigm of this is what happens when I get older. It is what it is. This is my life. I've got to suck it up. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. And I'm here to tell you that this is time for you to live your life and get the support that you need. Because we're all in this together, right? Every single woman goes through menopause. Most of us have had kids. Not all of us, and that's okay, but I bet you have nieces and nephews, and you've spent your beginning life doing all kinds of things for other people, and you've put yourself behind. And last week I talked about excuses and how you can get away from those excuses and just dive in and actually do, right? And actually do it. So the more you give, the more you're going to get out of the group. Honestly, so I love going in and reading all the comments, and I learn things from you guys as well as you learn from me, and I learn something new every single day, and I hope you guys do too. And I want you to make comments after I post this live video of what you'd like to learn more of. And I know a lot of people say exercises and food, and look for that. I do post recipes and things that I find are nutritious, and foods that are good for you, foods that aren't so good for you. I kind of function on the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the time you want to just hone in and you pay attention to what you're putting in your body and make sure you're moving and you're active and doing some kind of exercise, but also being that positive person and getting rid of that negativity or stepping away from that negativity. The 20%, so that's 80%. 20% is you got to live your life, right? And that means enjoying a piece of birthday cake or having a glass of wine or whatever it is, or having a brownie or a bowl of ice cream, whatever, and knowing that you need to live your life and enjoy those things too. It's the slippery slope of just staying in that, like using that as an excuse, like having COVID here with us, and what our last year was. It made us all have to change what we were doing and how we were thinking and how we were eating and how we were, what was all going on. But that's over now. Now it's time to move on. I shouldn't say it's over. Yes, it's still with us, but we're not shut down. We're not being prevented to go and do those kinds of things now. Now it's time to turn that around and change what might have happened, and get back on track and stay the course too. So I also want to take some time to introduce, I have 2 transformation specialists that you will see within the group, trying to ensure that all your messages are answered. They will reach out to you to see if you need anything, if you have any questions or concerns. They are Ellie Mavroganis and Ariane Pagan. So what I'm going to do is I have a bio on each of the girls, or ladies I should say, along with a picture. And so I'm going to be posting that in the group. And when you hear from them, please don't be afraid to respond to them. They're here to help. They're here they're part of my vision, and that is to help all of you, quote unquote, get that sexy back, right? Help you get that confidence, positive self-image, feel comfortable in your clothes, all of those things, take on, get control of your body again in that health and fitness, by just being active and being that positive person, actually for yourself, be true to yourself, but also to your family. So Ellie Mavroganis and Ariane Pagan, and they will be messaging in the group, answering questions, reaching out to me to also keep me abreast, because with 5,000 of you in this group, I cannot begin to keep up, and they help support my vision. They are here to help support you as well. So please feel comfortable. They are great. They are transformation specialists. They have been through different trials and tribulations in their lives as well, and they're here to help. So I just wanted to take some time to introduce them to this group as well. So I would love it if you would all invite other women to join the group and support each other and one another, but also if they need support as well. And so another thing is, this is a group where you will learn all kinds of things about making this next chapter the best chapter, whether it's your health, fitness, nutrition, exercises, kind of the same thing as fitness. Fitness is a big word for that. Different exercises that can help you transform your body. Biggest thing is nutrition, of course. That's 80% of it. But we're also going to be we also talk about changing that belief system and an identity shift. It's like what I tell women that I work with is you're on one side of the bridge, you're on this side of the bridge, and what is it going to be like, and what are you wanting to be like? What is that version of you that you want so bad that's across that bridge, right? So it's stepping across that bridge to that new person that you want to be, the positive person. And I talk a lot about that because there's so much negativity in the world, but the grateful person, grateful for having a roof and food and being a part of this group as well. But who do you want to be? That identity that you want to shift. And just know that we're here to support you, and that's Ellie and Ariane as well as myself. And when I talk about women that I work with, I do have online coaching programs available to all of you. And it may be for you and it may not be for you, but I do offer those opportunities for you to work with me. And that is something that I'm just very proud of and very fortunate to be able to do at this point in my life, because I've had to go through different things in my life and my relationships that I've needed to change the person that I was into somebody different as well. And so it's always a work in progress, right? So, and that's what I'm here to help you with. So I learn, you learn, and we help support each other. So I hope that this was helpful and you all have tons of questions that you can post and ideas of what you want me to talk about. And please spread the word that this is a group for women 40s, 50s, 60s, and above, because we are either going through that change in our lives or we've been through that and we're on the other side, and we're trying to make that next chapter an amazing one. So with that said, please let me know that you were here by thumbs up emoji or just saying hi. Let me know if you have any questions. Love to hear comments from you guys, and you can always reach out in Messenger, and either myself, Ellie, or Ariane will message you back and make sure we get those questions answered. As always, we're here to help support you, and I guess that's it. So let me know if you need anything, and I will be back next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm thinking we'll probably do maybe a question and answer type of a format. So be on the lookout for that. So until then, have an amazing rest of your Wednesday, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care.